But Brian, what are some of your thoughts now on what you think that they should do going forward? Is this a weekly thing, week to week? I mean, do you think that they're going to cancel the whole season, or what are your thoughts?
I think they'll play the playoffs at least and NBA Finals and all that. I think we will get to that eventually this season, but I don't think they should rush. I think this is, obviously very serious, and there's no need to rush back into the NBA. I mean, it's going to suck without the NBA, but there's no reason to, safety is the number one concern here, and keeping players safe, the fans safe, everyone is safe. This is an at-risk situation here, and the goal needs to be keeping everyone safe. So there's no need to rush the NBA season back. I don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, I hope it would be great if it wasn't long, like if it was a short-term thing, but like I said, no need to rush it back. Like, take your time on this, keep everyone safe, and take it from there.
Ken, what are some of your thoughts on that?
Before I get my thoughts on that, I'm actually on Facebook, and ESPN just posted a tweet from Royce Young of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and his tweet said, and I quote, "And this should give you a lot bigger scope of what has led to this." He said, quote, "Prior to tip-off, as the game was delayed, Chris Paul ran over to the Utah bench and said, quote, 'What's wrong with Rudy?' end quote, and they all yelled for him to get away. Now all the players are quarantined in their locker rooms being tested," end quote. That should tell you something right there. I agree that I feel like they're going to do the playoffs and the NBA Finals, but I'll add in that they may do maybe a month of the season to like finalize standings for each conference and whatnot. That might be a stretch. I'm sure like with us Wizards fans, we would need that extra month to try to make up the deficit we're behind in the standings for the last playoff spot. But I'm pretty sure that the league is more concerned with having a plan to keep the players healthy. If they do decide they're going to do the playoffs and the NBA Finals and things of that nature. So I feel like this is going to probably stretch until at least late April, maybe early May. And then we'll get the playoffs and all of that stuff. But that tweet from Royce Young is just should put a very big microscope on what's going on and what led to this decision tonight to say, okay, you know what, no more games until we figure this out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I did not charge my phone. It's telling me. I thought it said I had 2 bars, but I don't. So I don't know if we have a whole lot more, to say on this tonight. We'll definitely break it down more on Monday's show. I just wanted to get a quick little thing out there. So we'll definitely talk more about it. I'm sure Ken will talk about it on his Friday show if there's any more news about it before Monday. But I just thought I would try to get everybody, get their statement out there, get the NBA statement out there, and we'll definitely share this post out. It'll have the beginning of the video as well. But any final quick thoughts from you, Arun, before we go?
Yeah, the Wizards actually did play the Jazz 12 days ago, and the incubation period is 14 days. So a lot of other teams have played the Wizards. So let's see what, if any, other players get infected, and hopefully it's just Rudy Gobert. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So it's sad that the NBA season will be suspended, but hopefully not as many people will be infected.
Yeah, definitely. Brian, your quick thoughts to wrap it up?
I went, Arun, Tim, and Mike and I to the game last night, and it was a great time, and it's crazy to think that could be the last NBA.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
This all works out. Hopefully this isn't as big of a deal as people claim it is, and hopefully we're all okay. It's definitely a very scary situation, but hopefully things will be fine. And thank you for having me on, and have a good night.
Yeah, the phone was literally about to die, so I actually did a quick switch while you were talking. I'm now on my cell phone, so the live video may miss a moment of that, but it was just a moment of it. But thank you, Brian, for jumping on so last minute. Ken, your final thoughts before we end this short little breaking news podcast?
Just pray for everybody involved in this. In the same moment that it was announced that the NBA season was being suspended, there's also news that Tom Hanks and his wife both tested positive for coronavirus. So this is getting bad. And again, it's making to the point that as a wrestling fan, I'm worried that the biggest wrestling show of the year in North America may not even happen because of this pandemic. So pray for everybody involved. Great, I'm glad you were able to put up this breaking news podcast. I was glad I was able to jump in and speak for a little bit. I just got done driving Lyft and then saw this and was like, I got to jump on.
Yeah, and I'll point out, we do sports without the politics usually on our show, but I do want to put out there that the president did speak tonight, and he's eliminating air travel from Europe to America starting Friday. So I am planning to take a trip next week. Hopefully that'll still happen, but mine's to Texas. But this stuff is spreading everywhere. So yeah, my thoughts with everybody that are affected by this, and we obviously don't, usually wouldn't talk about medical things, as a breaking news for sports, but this is so much bigger than sports right now, and I think it's important that we get some of this news out there. I couldn't even find articles about it, so that's why I wanted to put this audio clip up there and this video that's hopefully got recorded the second time. But we'll definitely talk about this on Monday. It's obviously a big issue. It'll probably be a big part of our roundtable discussion, especially if there isn't going to be the live game that we were planning on talking about. And we usually preview games, so we'll definitely continue this discussion. Then it'll be around 7:40. There'll be a live Caps game, hopefully, that we'll talk about before that. There's supposed to be a Caps game tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see if Ted Leonsis reverses course and still has fans in the seats, especially there's also going to be a game on Saturday, and I know a friend who's playing in a hockey game that's after the Caps game, but the Caps game has to happen for that game to happen. It's Maryland versus Virginia, different players from those states play against each other in a really cool game, but that might be canceled as well. So it'll be interesting to see what games end up happening this week, and the XFL may end up playing without fans as well. Yeah, Ken, what were you going to say?
I was going to say there is a possibility the Caps game could be played tomorrow because they're actually currently hosting a concert for Celine Dion in Cap One Arena at this very moment. So there is a possibility we could have a Caps game tomorrow, but then again, things can change. But just wanted to put that out there. They actually have a big concert going on in there right now. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, it's true. And, their original report was that they were going to go on and it was going to continue exactly the way that it was before. But, obviously things are changing pretty quickly here with this breaking news. And so it'll be interesting to see, what goes coming forward. Well, with that, we've already gone live for, almost 20 minutes. So I think that we've sort of broken it down enough. But basically, if you're just tuning in late, I have had the description on screen. But if you're listening to this podcast, the NBA did suspend games indefinitely. We don't know when they will come back. There are a couple of games that happened tonight. I know, Brian, the Knicks were playing. What ended up happening in that game?
They won, and actually I just want to point out another cool moment in that game. At the very end of the game, Vince Carter came back in and he hit a three, and what could very well be his final NBA game, what could very well be his final NBA point. And I'm a huge Vince Carter fan, so I'm glad I got to see that live. And I'm glad the Knicks won as well.
Yeah, that's really interesting. All right, because the Knicks were winning, but then I know that they were blowing a lead, so they were able to come back. So some games did go on as planned. They couldn't sort of cancel it with enough notice, but they did cancel this upcoming game. And again, a player has tested positive, and that is why the NBA is doing this. So we'll definitely break it down more on Monday, but we thought we would just put this podcast out there. But hopefully everyone stays safe, and we'll talk to you guys soon, and hope that you have a good night.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, with that ends this podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry at the beginning of it got cut off. I'm going to check this out to see how much of it actually made it on stream. I was having some glitches earlier. But thanks for all the guys for joining us as part of this live. We'll let you know more as soon as we have it. Stay tuned for all the breaking news. Sports on the Hill podcast website, sportsothp.com, also facebook.com/sportsothp. So thanks for joining us, and I hope that everyone stays safe, as I mentioned on the podcast, and we'll talk to you guys soon, and we'll have all the latest and breaking news on Monday at 7 o'clock, starting with hockey, then we'll talk NBA, and then we'll talk XFL, and obviously all the news regarding this as well. So talk to you guys soon. Stay safe out there.